Good afternoon and welcome to Aside the Fireplace with myself, Shaun Anderson, and my good friend and co-host, Luke Powney.
Hello?
Luke, do you think the name Aside the Fireplace would be better if we had real fire?
Absolutely, because I'm absolutely freezing.
You're freezing over it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well the heating's on.
But the name is Aside the Fireplace, not Aside the Fire, so technically
Good point, my
it's
friend.
true.
Good point, yes.
It's accurate,
It's accurate.
but not ideal.
For those who were expecting fire, get out. Go.
Yeah,
Go.
just leave.
We don't want you here. We're looking for people who enjoy fireplaces and good banter. That's what we're looking for. Okay, this podcast is in association with Slam Dundee. Do you know what it stands for?
As an actual acronym, when I first heard it, I thought they may have chosen words that would just fit slam, just
Okay.
on purpose. But I'm pretty sure it's something along the lines of student-led, either academic or Aberdeen media, something like that.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
Who knows?
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, it works. It works.
It works
Yes.
brilliantly.
It does. It does. I mean, Slam.
We slammed it.
We slammed it.
They slammed that
You're gonna
podcast,
get
is what I'll be
slammed.
saying.
We are the Slammers
Yeah,
as a whole.
exactly. So, on the whole,
Yeah.
it works perfectly.
Yeah. Although, as an acronym, you could associate with other things.
True.
Stupid, lanky.
Is that a reference to me?
No.
That's right. But no, you're right. Yeah, it could be. Could be anything.
It could be anything. Yes, of course.
We'll find out in the future.
Well,
We don't even know what we're
fun.
part of, really.
I know. But who are we?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, we know who we are. Who's the people we're doing this for?
Yeah, who knows?
You guys. We're doing this for you guys. Now, what we're going to do is each week we're going to have some regular features: game of the week, film of the week, book of the week. I myself, I'm an book enthusiast. I love books.
I'm a film enthusiast.
A film
I must
enthusiast,
admit.
right? Okay.
Yeah,
And
so I'll have an
Fantastic.
endless amount of information about that.
am I right in saying that you are on the BAFTA Youth Board?
I am actually, yeah.
Fantastic. So
Yeah,
you get
it's,
quality. You're getting quality.
Yeah, exactly.
With
This isn't just any Aberdeen student. This is BAFTA involved Aberdeen.
This is your M&S.
So, yeah.
You're
The
getting
weight
your
rooms,
quality. You're
exactly.
getting your quality.
Yeah, so
Not with me. I'm from a small town in the Highlands, but you've got Luke, so that's alright.
yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Got some quality.
Yeah. And between us, we both like games. We both play games.
Exactly, on a games course.
Absolutely,
So,
yes. We are on the same course.
Got it
Game
covered from all angles.
Design, production management.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Indeed. Fantastic. Okay, well, I think I might lead
Go for it.
with
Shoot.
my game of the week, Planet Side 2. It's terrible. For playing by yourself.
Ah, okay.
For playing by
Yeah, because I've heard loads of people raving about it, so...
It's there's a lot of things you could say about the looks. If your computer can run it, which a lot can't, because it seems to have a lot of build issues,
Right.
it's stunning. The maps are just huge, and the environments are just very, very fun, very natural looking, very fun to play in. However, I can't play it by myself, and as a first person MMO, you should be able to. You shouldn't have to always have friends online. I mean, I have a very limited amount of friends. So it's difficult sometimes to get people online to play with. So playing by yourself, it can get a bit boring.
Yeah, I've just never got into MMO, so I just don't think I'd enjoy it at all.
It also feels to me there's not massive amounts of there's I don't know what the goal is. You just seem to be taking a base here and a base there, but that there's no goal, there's no end game, and that it can be a bit boring. But as a whole, as a first person shooter, it's fantastic. It's very fun to play.
Oh, it's first person, I didn't know that.
Right, yeah.
I just thought it was something to do with space.
Right, okay.
I thought you just flew around in space, collected like minerals and stuff.
Right. I think
Which would be boring on your own.
I think you're thinking of Eve.
Ah, that is what.
Right.
Yes, people
Okay.
are saying Planet Side, and I'm picturing Eve.
Right,
Right,
okay.
I've got it
Right,
completely
yeah.
wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
dear.
Quality.
BAFTA. This is where I come
BAFTA
from.
quality. Yep. Do never trust the BAFTAs. Yeah, so you're there's 3 different factions. They play on one planet. They're fighting for control of areas on the planet. That's why the maps are so massive, which it's remarkable. I mean, it's almost unfathomable how large these maps are. So there's always fights to get into, and massive. It's waves of enemies. It's just hundreds and hundreds of people going together.
Sure.
You could easily have thousands and thousands of people playing a single server. It's which makes it fun
on the screen at one time.
if they were in the same place. But no, but you could. I've easily seen a couple of hundred on the screen at only one time. It's war.
See that? Yeah, that's another reason why I wouldn't be able to have it, because my laptop would not be able to run that. It struggles to run The Sims 3. It wouldn't go anywhere with it. So
Right.
I'm just gonna have to give it a miss, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's free to play. If your computer is good enough, check it out before you download it. A lot of people have had that issues. They download this 6 gig file and then realise they can't play it. So check out online whether you can play it or not, and then give it a go, because it's free to play, and why not?
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean, like the only kind of free to play MMO I've ever tried is APB.
Ah, right. Okay.
And
did you enjoy it?
I really did enjoy it, but my laptop's got a problem, and it could run it really well actually, but my laptop has a problem that if it's not properly ventilated, and I mean all angles are not properly ventilated, after an hour it starts to slow down any program you run. So I kind of have to put books and DVD cases underneath it, so it's got airflow underneath it. So I've never been able to play it properly.
Yeah, that's a shame. That's annoying.
Because obviously I know someone that did an internship at Games First in Edinburgh there, and she had a great time. It is a great game what I played, but just overall MMOs never really been able to get into them at all.
It's something you need to spend time on. You can't pick it up and play in an hour.
Exactly. See, that's not that is who kind of I am. Like I mean, obviously I have had extended gaming sessions. 5, 6, probably all day sometimes. But there's just something about MMOs that I just haven't grasped, and I don't personally find appealing. So I just think it's a genre that's just gonna skip by me, I think.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate.
On that note, what is your game of the week?
Well, because I am a student with so much money, I don't know what to do with it. I've just bought one game, and that was the beginning of November, and of course that was Halo 4.
Okay.
And I've played a lot of it, I would say, actually, quite so far. I've completed the campaign a couple of times, and I've played a lot of the multiplayer, and like overall I think the one thing I had about it was it was a sigh of relief. I was like, thank God a new developer has done it right, because obviously it's the first time that it's been out of Bungie's hands, if you're not counting Halo Wars, which was a long time ago. So yeah, it was kind of just like not a worry leading up to it, but kind of just like a little bit apprehensive, because I remember reading about the studio that does it, 343 Studios, that Microsoft basically just went out and just hired some of the best talent in the industry. They got people from Bungie. They got people who did Metal Gear Solid 4, people who worked on Uncharted and Grand Theft Auto. So they got like some, the cream of the crop essentially. Okay. So I thought, well, okay, it's in safe hands, and it turned out to be pretty much spectacular, to be honest. The campaign, for me, it was like it opened brilliantly. Yeah, just perfectly. The middle sagged, I felt. I thought, I don't know if I'm enjoying this, and then it ended with, I would say I had tears in my eyes.
Wow.
It was because I got there's a couple of characters in there that I am pretty attached to, and especially in this one they tried to make the Master Chief more human, because obviously he's a guy behind a mask. He's kind of like almost seen as like a machine, and they kind of refer to that quite a few times. But obviously Cortana, she is probably, even though she's an AI, is probably the most human character in the whole game. And I'm looking forward to the next 2 games, and
there are another 2.
Yeah, it's part of a planned trilogy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and they kind of left it. There's a lot of questions in there, and there's a lot of theories on the internet, obviously, about what the ending means and what could possibly happen for future characters. So yeah, it's definitely open. So that's the campaign side. The multiplayer side, I would say, it's probably, I haven't been addicted to multiplayer since Halo 3, and that was in 2007. And this is the first time I've been properly addicted to multiplayer since then.
That's impressive.
And they've done it really, really well.
That's even after trying the Call of Duty multiplayers and things.
Because I'm one of those people that buys Call of Duty every year. Like, I actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
I can understand people say it's just the same over and over again, which is fair enough. It is, they do kind of rehash old ideas, but I think it's just really addictive, Call of Duty. But no, Halo 4, brilliant.
Good.
And they've taken, I think a lot of people were worried that they were taking elements from Call of Duty, and people were like, I don't want this. I don't want Call of Duty in my Halo. That's why I play Halo.
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely.
But I think they've taken some of the best elements of Call of Duty and incorporated them into Halo to just make it fresh.
Excellent.
They've got what you'd probably call kill streaks,
Okay.
but they're more point streaks kind of thing, which kind
Right.
of Modern Warfare 3 had. But it's essentially if you capture a flag or you kill someone, you get this thing called an ordnance, and then you basically get to pick one of three things, whether it's a shield boost or a weapon drop or something like that comes down right in front of you. But it just keeps it fast-paced.
Right.
But it's still got that Halo feel, and they've kind of nailed it. And in a way, I don't know how they've done it. It's kind of like, I'm playing it and I'm like, this is addictive as Call of Duty, it's as fast-paced as Call of Duty, but it just feels like Halo. So they have done a brilliant job.
Good.
So one word for them, congratulations. That's all I've got to say. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, it's not a series of games I've played before, as I'm a
No?
PlayStation kind of guy.
Ah.
Yeah, but
Boo.
no, it's I definitely look forward to one day going over the back catalogue of the Halo games.
Oh
just
god,
to-
you'll have a huge catalogue to go. You've not played any of them?
No,
Wow.
no. So I'm definitely looking forward to
Yeah.
it.
Because obviously some people consider the first Halo to be one of the best first-person shooters.
Right. Okay.
So you can get it on PC now, so if you want to try it on
Yeah.
PC, you should probably do that.
That sounds like a plan.
Although there's nothing better than going back to an original Xbox and playing it with a big, massive controller. There's
I
nothing better than
can't
doing
play
that.
Xbox controllers.
Even the 360 ones.
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh.
I think the 360 controller is one of the most perfect. It's such a perfect design. In my opinion, I think just the way it holds.
It looks as if they have spent, obviously they didn't spend a lot of time on the how people hold things in their hand, and they've obviously done their research, and a lot of people absolutely love it, but it's just not something I could ever get to grips with. I really struggled with it.
I feel like the PlayStation controller kind of just, I don't know, burns into my hands after about an hour.
Really?
It kind of gives me, I don't know, it feels awkward to hold, I
Yeah.
think. The Wii controller's alright, but it's more or less just a bit of it's a stick.
Then you've got to have a Wii.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
No one wants a Wii.
There's that barrier. Forgot about that.
Indeed.
Yeah, so, but no, I'm a 360 guy all the way.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Good.
So
Well,
you-
that'd be
if-
good to have this mix.
I know, it definitely. In the future,
Absolutely.
if we're doing games of the week, then it's always probably going to be 360 games for me, because
Cool.
just can't afford anything else.
Yeah.
Until the new Xbox comes out, of course.
Yeah. Next year, I believe.
Well, yeah, it's
Rumours.
rumoured to be
Yeah.
end of 2013.
Yeah. I
like
think that's
Christmas.
affected Microsoft stock, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on.
Yeah, we will.
Yes.
It's going to fly straight over my head, but we'll talk about it nonetheless.